60 seconds.
So I'm thinking that after work we should head down, get a sixer.
Slap a jelly on that.
10-4, Mavis.
Right, okay. Yeah, that'll come right
I mean,
out.
if we left
Keeps him
out
happy.
10, he'd want 11. If we left out 5, he'd want 6, right?
Exactly. So always
Look,
pretend
I'll
like
pick
it's
whatever.
on.
Greetings, welcome to the show. I'm Raul, you're the contestants. How many of you are there?
Show.
Did I really need to be here for one player? I mean one player. Hey, great, welcome. Go ahead and type in your name. Oh yeah, hey, I need to know if you want to play a game with 21 questions or a game with 7 questions. Alrighty then.
30 seconds.
Now remember this, your buzzer is the letter B, as in Boolean.
20 seconds.
Hey, Matlock, I said stage right.
I'm sorry.
Ooh, 20. Hey, when a question pops up, you gotta buzz in. Then you pick your answer on the screen and hit the right number on the keyboard, all right? Follow me? It's real easy.
10 seconds.
All right,
9,
good luck.
8, 7,
And
6,
get rid of the death
5,
stop.
4,
Okay, go to black.
3.
Rollster available in gray, tan, black, and red clay. Genuine imitation brush leather hat, fringe vest, and couch spurs available separately.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Hello, my name is Schmitty. This is You Don't Know Jack TV. If you would like a written transcript of today's show, just keep a pencil handy. Okay, you're all by yourself today? Don't worry about it. You imagine me right there next to you, mocking you. Okay, let's rock. Throw me a category.
And now climbing up the charts all the way to number 1.
Let's see what we got going. Gratuitous human tricks. We're playing for $3,000 this time. Hey kids, it's howdy doody time. Considering who flashed her bare chest to David Letterman on an infamous 1995 episode of The Late Show, what could have been Dave's snappy reaction? Woo! Frank Gifford has got him some fun. If you're like a virgin, call me Padre Dave. Gives new meaning to share and share alike. Or, hey, show me Barry Moore. Drew Barrymore flashed David Letterman in honor of his 48th birthday. Yeah, Dave's a pretty lucky guy. I mean, it's not like you can see Drew Barrymore without clothes on just anywhere. Category, please. Coming at you. I'd like to buy a bowel. I got $2,000, says you don't know this one. I know, I say Wheel of Fortune and you think Pat Sajak, but Pat was not the original host. If Pat Sajak follows the career path of the host who preceded him on Wheel of Fortune, which of the following will he end up doing after his wheel days? Acting in porn movies, hosting a talk show, matching people for dating, or playing professional football? Chuck Woolery was the host of Wheel of Fortune before Pat Sajak, and then went on to host Love Connection. I mean, it's the next obvious step. You go from one of the most popular game shows on television to a show populated with relationship dysfunctional losers. Who wouldn't want that chance? All right, pick a category.
We're losing him,
On my
Doctor.
count. 1, 2, 3. Never mind.
For your enjoyment, what a jag. $1,000 if you get it. Let's see how you handle this one. If the producers of JAG decide to reformat their show and call it SAG instead, which of the following situations would you most likely see? Directors investigating kidnapping, writers investigating ethics violations, electricians investigating espionage, or actors investigating murder? SAG is the acronym for the Screen Actors Guild. Excuse me, but what's my motivation for fighting off this guy who's trying to kill me? All right, I need a category.
Spotless window, shining floor, do it all with number 4.
All right, give it up for Petticoat Junction Junction. You get it right, I'm giving you $1,000. Well, looky here. The Schoolhouse Rock gang might change their old Conjunction Junction song to include the cast of Petticoat Junction. If the new Petticoat Junction Junction song uses conjunctions to link together the names of the Bradley sisters, how will the new lyrics read? Hooking up Mary Lou, Terry Lou, and Susie Lou. Hooking up Annie, Fanny, and Danny. Hooking up Billy Joe, Bobby Joe, and Betty Joe. Or hooking up Sarah, Tara, and Kara. Well, this is so cute it makes me want to puke. The three Bradley sisters are Billy Joe, Bobby Joe, and Betty Joe. Next, Schoolhouse Rock is going to release a song called I'm Just a Joe. Give me a category. We're calling this one, well, slap my bottom and call me Sally Jesse. You get this one, you pocket $2,000. All right, I want you to take a close look at this picture and tell me, based on an unusual event on the show in 1988, on which talk show might this object appear as a guest? The Phil Donahue Show, Ricky Lake, Live with Regis and Kathy Lee, or The Oprah Winfrey Show? In 1988, Oprah dragged in a wagon loaded with 67 pounds of animal fat to demonstrate the equivalent weight she had lost. And there is absolutely no truth to the rumor that Geraldo later used the same prop to demonstrate what his head is full of. Time to pick a category. All right, don't freak out on me or nothing, but you're about to jump head first into a diss or dat. The category for this diss or dat is, give me a C-cup, a bouncy C-cup. Here it is. I'm about to read off 7 names, and for each one, I want you to tell me if they're one of Charlie's Angels or a Baywatch babe. As each lovely name appears, if it's an angel, press 1. If they're from Baywatch, press 2. And press 4 if you want to skip it. I'll give you $500 for each right answer, and $500 is going to be taken away if you get it wrong or you don't get to it. Okay, can I get 30 seconds on the clock? And we're off. CJ, Charlie's Angels or Baywatch? Sabrina. Kelly. Stephanie. Summer. Shawnee. One more. Chris. That's all 7. 5 right. Solid mediocrity. Let's throw that cash onto your total. All right, now how do you feel about a new question? Category, please.
Question 7 is dedicated to the men and women of trivia.
The category is, all I wonder is what you'd look like naked. $2,000 for a correct answer. Heads up, here it comes. Which of these phrases does not appear in the Wonder Woman theme song? Out from under Wonder Woman, eagle on your chest, satin tights, or stop a war with love? The complete line is in your satin tights, fighting for your rights. Makes me want to run out and join the ACLU. Okay, now here's a good answer. The theme song makes no reference to the eagle on Wonder Woman's chest. At least they tell me there's an eagle on her chest, because I gotta tell you, I stared at her chest plenty, and I ain't never noticed no eagle. All right, pick a category.
Join us as we explore the fascinating world of 8.
This category is known as Shaggy Doo. Let's see what you'll do for $1,000. See if you can wrap your skull around this. If the celebrity who's famous for providing the voice of Shaggy on Scooby-Doo confuses his roles one day, what might we hear Shaggy say? Stupid is as stupid does. Now here's our long-distance dedication, and that's the way it was. Or Dynamite. In some strange twist of fate, Top 40 Countdown's Casey Kasem is the voice of that hipster Shaggy.
Like, wow, Scoob, this is like a long-distance dedication that won't stop. Zoinks.
Throw me a category.
We fill your tank and check your number 9.
Here we have playing Brady games. You get it right, I'm putting you up $2,000. Okay, Brady fans, I know you're out there. I want you to think about the show's opening and then take a look at this picture and tell me which 3 characters from the Brady Bunch have been checked off for the win. Marsha, Carol, and Mike, Marsha, Greg, and Jan, Marsha, Alice, and Bobby, or Marsha. Marsha, Alice, and Bobby are in a row from the top left corner to the bottom right. Which explains Alice's purpose on the show. You can win 4 ways with her. Yeah. All right, I need a category.
The following is a test of question 10. This is only a test.
Well, what do we have here? We're just looking for a few good sports. You give me a right answer, I'll give you $3,000. Hey, you know how the armed forces are always looking to implement cutting-edge technology? Well, if the U.S. Army and Navy decided to implement the technical innovation first used during the telecast of their 1963 college football game, what would you expect to see? Telestrated flanking maneuvers, all generals mic'd in the field, colorized night scope vision, or instant replays of smart bombs landing. Sports instant replays were first used during the 63 Army-Navy football game. Now, if the military could figure out how to make Dick Vitale shut the hell up, that would be an impressive technical accomplishment. That'll do it for round one. What do you say we move on to round two? Don't forget, everything in round two is worth double, so heads up. Give me a category.
11, come on, girl. Good question.
The category? I've seen the future of dating. 4K coming your way for a right answer. Put it in gear, because here we go. Say Maya from Space 1999 goes on the dating game to find a boyfriend. Considering their common unique ability, which bachelor should Maya pick? Bachelor number 1, Captain Marvel. Bachelor number 2, Manimal. Bachelor number 3, Viper. Or Jim Lang, the host. Both Maya from Space 1999 and Jonathan Chase from Manimal can change into animals. So after their date, when they tell you they were running like crazed weasels, it's probably true. Time to pick a category. For your viewing pleasure, I want candy. You get a right answer, you're walking away with $4 grand. Pencils ready, let's do it. Let's say the Emmy Awards Committee creates a new award called the Yummy for an outstanding candy in a cartoon series. Which of the following would be eligible for a Yummy? Swedish Fish, Gummy Bears, Nerds, or Tartan Tinies? Those chewy little medieval bears could snag a Yummy for their show called Disney's Adventures of the Gummy Bears. Now, what kind of adventures are we talking about here anyway? Like, one day the gummy bears are left in a hot car and they melt? Oh yeah, baby. That's great TV right there, huh? Category, please.
Flash, we interrupt this game to bring you a special question.
I believe this one is called, Are there potatoes in that? You get it right, you get 2K. Here's the question. Say you go to a restaurant and order a bowl of Mulligan's stew. If the stew contains the same ingredients as TV's Mulligan's stew, what should you expect to find in your dinner? Addictive drugs and alcohol, delicious chum, good old-fashioned ragtime music, or precocious orphans? Mulligan's Stew is a 1970s show about the Mulligan family who, with 3 kids of their own, are forced to take in 4 more when their relatives are killed. Personally, I'll never go back to that restaurant again. One time, I ordered Mulligan Stew, and I found some Webster in it. Throw me a category. Uh-oh, fresh slut tits eyesore.
It is time for a gibberish.
One gibberish category coming up. Do not pass go. The opening value of this gibberish question is $10,000. Okay, you're gonna have about 30 seconds to solve this thing, but every second and a half, I'm gonna take some of that cash back. All right, listen up and see if you can tell me what phrase this rhymes with. Sin? Dare me go bear the jail trouble. And don't worry about that question mark up front there, okay? Yeah, do it. Start typing, then hit return. Yeah, you really don't get the true different strokes experience unless you hear what you talking about in stereo. All right, pick a category.
The thrill of answering. The agony of 15.
Today's specialties include Holy Bonet, Batman! How does $4,000 grab you? Ready? Imagine this episode of Batman. Imagine that Bruce Wayne hires Dwayne Wayne from a different world as his sidekick. What new bat device would Dwayne most likely introduce? The bat plunger, the bat cello, the bat flip-up sunglasses, or the bat riding crop? Bat plunger? No, that would be if Batman hired Dwayne Schneider from One Day at a Time, see? Well, that'll make an exciting story, won't it? On a different world, Denise Huxtable's friend Dwayne Wayne is the guy who always wears those flip-up sunglasses. Yeah, Batman likes the new glasses. He just gets into trouble when he tries to wear them at night. To the Batmobile, Dwayne. Ow! Give me a category. Shake hands with Eek! If you know this one, you're getting $4,000. Think fast, it's question time. If your house were infested with the smallest of the kid performers on the Mickey Mouse Club show, what kind of traps would you set out? Musketeer traps, Meesketeer traps, Miceketeer traps, or Musketeer traps? See, and then you wonder why I don't bring my friends over. For the curious, here's the right answer. The smallest kids on the Mickey Mouse Club show are called Meesketeers, and my exterminator told me that if you see one Meesketeer, you probably got a couple dozen hiding in the baseboards. Time to pick a category.
Thank you. Good night. Thank you. God bless.
You're beautiful.
May I introduce my baloney has a first name. Heads up, this one's gonna be $6,000. One question coming right up. If instead of Hamburger Helper, you decide to serve your family a casserole creation called Jerry Helper, what would be the best description of your entree? George Costanza's boss with lasagna noodles, Rob Petrie's neighbor au gratin, friend of Opie Taylor's stroganoff, or Tim Taylor's co-worker with peas and carrots? You're embarrassing me. So you don't lose any sleep over it. Rob Petrie's neighbor from Dick Van Dyke is that tasty fella, Jerry Helper. I hear it goes very nicely with a tall glass of milk coulis and a tossed Sally. All right, I need a category.
You know what? You're playing great. I'll stop bugging you now. You know what? Actually, just one more question. Question 18.
Let's have a big warm welcome for In the Dictionary under anal. We're talking 6K here, so pay attention. Hey, what a surprise. Those fellows from The Odd Couple are at it again. Oscar's had some people over, and Felix is complaining about the mess. Suppose the British sisters from upstairs are the mess makers. Based on their surname, which would be the most appropriate complaint for Felix to make? Assist my hamburgers? No, thanks. They're like rats with wings. For the last time, no more starch. Or, what do you expect from crumbled rocks? Those two young crumpets who live above Oscar and Felix are the Pigeon sisters. Of course, the first thing that would tip Felix off is all that black and white crap all over the place. All right, pick a category.
Minty cool, minty fresh 19.
This one's called To Fetch a Pail of Water and Other Euphemisms. How does $2,000 sound? Okay, as we all know, the Americans fought the British at Bunker Hill, Teddy Roosevelt and the Rough Riders stormed up San Juan Hill, and aliens abducted Betty and Barney Hill. Who found his thrill on Blueberry Hill? Benny Hill, Richie Cunningham, Vinnie Barbarino, or Tommy Bradford? Whenever Richie's about to start slapping bellies, he sings the first line from the Fats Domino song, Blueberry Hill. But just between you and me, I don't think Richie's ever gotten to the chorus, if you know what I mean. Category, please.
Question 20 now concludes its broadcast day.
And our special guest tonight, Dead Clown Walkin'. I'll give you 4,000 clams for this bad boy. Hey, do you remember that episode of the Mary Tyler Moore Show where Chuckles the Clown dies? Well, given the cause of Chuckles the Clown's tragic death, which song would be the most inappropriate to play at his funeral? Great Balls of Fire, Muskrat Love, Baby Elephant Walk, or Little Red Corvette? You probably wouldn't want to play the Baby Elephant song at the funeral. Chuckles the Clown is killed by an elephant while dressed as a giant peanut. Hey, sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Throw me a category. always in a hurry. I bet you're a joy to hang out with. Here's your clue. TV in Technicolor. Now let's see if there's a pot of gold at the end of this rainbow. Way to go, my friend. Like I always say, it doesn't matter whether you win or lose as long as you get to play with yourself. Now get the hell away from the computer, will ya? Because...
Nice work, people. Congratulate yourselves. We pulled off another one. Hey, Raul, can we go home or are we playing another one of these?
Congratulations, player. Very fine example of jack technique. Unfortunately, it really doesn't mean anything in the real world. If you'd like to play again, let me know.
Angioplasty before. I was like, wow, this is going to be really tough.
Okay, Kenny, you're going to need to make an incision right there, but be careful not to get the left ventricle.
Wait, you mean right here? Oh my God! Gauze!
Surgery was definitely a challenge, but the doctors were very helpful, even after Kenny killed that guy.
Hey, the freaking camera guy bumped my arm.
You know, Kenny, you really need to take more responsibility.
I think, having to do surgery, we learned a lot about ourselves.
I can't wait for our next adventure. Hey, look! What's that under a spleen?
It's our next clue. Hey, guys! We're going to be maximum security prison guards!
Catch it all on the next Road Kids.
Tonight, after the real world, Trenton.
Bye, Mom. I'm going to school.
Hold on there, young man. You forgot your lunch.
Oh, Mom, it's not peanut butter and jelly again, is it?
Not today, Scooter. Today, you're getting splat.
Splat? All right!
Introducing Splat. Spreadable lips, anuses, and teats. Moms love it because it spreads like butter. Kids love it because it goes down easy. And best of all, Splat uses the parts of animals usually bound for the trash heap. And in today's waste-conscious world, that's important.
Spreadable lips, anuses, and teats.
Splat!
The yummy alternative meat.
Splat! Remember, if it spits, craps, or squirts, it's in there.
Harry Reynolds White.
Say, slow down there, Blondie.
And Norman Whitey Morissette.
Where's the fire there, sport?
Are the whitest cops in L.A.
Get up, killer. Come on.
Huh?
Get up.
What?
Hey, get up there. You're taking a little nap on me.
On patrol. They're a duo not to mess with.
I'm thinking about a crawler. Maybe a Bavarian cream.
Well, that sounds super, Harry. Just super duper.
And undercover, they've got the street cred to get the job done.
Well, we're certainly down, homeboy. We are A-OK.
Yepper. Me and my partner here are just keeping it super duper real.
White and Whitey. Tuesday nights following Homeboys in Outer Space.
Super. Just super duper.
Having trouble getting into those jeans?
I've tried everything to lose weight. Pills, shakes, liposuction, even stomach stapling. But nothing seems to work.
Well, you don't have to anymore. Not with Limb Whacker.
Limb Whacker? What is it?
Limb Whacker is the most advanced weight loss system available. Limb Whacker's technology allows you to lose 10, 20, or even up to 40 pounds in one day. Guaranteed. Just turn the switch to on. And see how Limb Whacker can change a flab day into a fab day.
Wow, my fat legs are finally gone. Thanks, Limb Whacker.
I battled with my weight for 30 years. Then I heard about Limb Whacker. I lost both arms and my right leg in less than 5 minutes. It's a little tougher to get around, but I finally have the body I've always dreamed of.
And so can you. Limb Whacker can be yours now for only $19.95 plus shipping and handling. Call today and we'll throw in a stainless steel tourniquet absolutely free. Limb Whacker. Slims and trims by removing limbs.
Guys, let's face it, you don't have time to waste looking for that remote. Introducing the new Rollster.
Genuine imitation leather remote control holster, the Rollster is crafted in the spirit of the great man who tamed the Wild West. If you're fed up with always having to look between the cushions of the couch or under last week's newspaper, then you need the Rollster. By fitting snugly on any pant loop or with the optional quick draw action belt, Rollster never lets you down because it's always by your side. You want control? You want Rollster.
Rollster available in gray, tan, black, and red clay. Genuine imitation brushed leather hat, fringe vest, and couch spurs available separately.